So the WNBA just put forward another proposal. And honestly, this is getting very interesting. Because right now, both sides are playing a straight-up game of chicken. Let's break this down. According to reports from Annie Costabile, the players have adjusted their ask, but barely. They've moved from 27% of total revenue down to 26%. That's it, 1%. And here's the key part. They still want the salary cap to effectively land in the same place, around $9.45 million in year one. Meanwhile, the league's last major counter, around $5 million. That's not close. That's not in the same neighborhood. That's two sides staring at each other across a canyon. So what's actually happening here? This isn't about serious acceptance yet. This is positioning. The league knows the players won't accept $5 million. The players know the league won't accept 26% gross revenue. Both sides are making offers they know won't pass, because neither side wants to blink first. And that's what this has turned into. Let's be real about one thing. The players are not getting gross revenue. It's just not happening. But here's why they're smart not to drop it yet. Gross revenue is their biggest bargaining chip. The second they officially walk away from gross, that's when the real salary cap number gets locked in. So why get that up early? You hold that chip as long as possible to squeeze better terms elsewhere. Net revenue percentage, cap growth, bonuses, revenue sharing triggers, all of it. That's negotiation 101. And on the league side, they're making concessions everywhere except gross revenue. That's their red line. So what we're watching is structured brinkmanship. Now here's where things get messy. The league wants developmental roster spots limited to players with fewer than 5 years of service. In other words, young players. The Players Association wants eligibility extended up to 7 years of service. That sounds small, but it's not. If someone enters a league at 23 or 24, especially with super seniors now being common, 7 years of service could put them at 30 or 31 years old and still eligible for a developmental designation. That's a real sticking point. The league wants true development spots. The union wants broader inclusion. And the fact that this is one of the arguments slowing things down, that tells you how dug in both sides are. A lot of people are saying the owners are being cheap, but it's not that simple. Roughly 58% of the league is owned by outside investors, not traditional team owners who treat sports franchises as long-term prestige assets. Outside investors aren't in this to eat indefinite losses forever. They want a pathway to profitability. That changes the equation. This isn't just players versus billionaire owners. This is players negotiating with a financial structure that includes investment groups who expect returns. And that's why this isn't easy. Here's the reality. This 26% offer, it's not getting accepted. The $5 million cap, also not getting accepted. Gross revenue, not happening. So where does this land? Probably a net revenue model. A salary cap minimum around $7 million. Realistically, somewhere between $8 to $9 million. A high net revenue percentage, possibly 80% plus of net, equivalent to roughly 20 to 23% of gross when you do the math. And I think both sides know that. That's why the players didn't drop to 25% yet. Because if you move too fast, you lose leverage in the middle rounds of bargaining. This is layered negotiation. If we don't see a meaningful counter soon, then yes, delays become realistic. Because right now, neither side is making serious concessions on the core issues. They're inching, but they're not breaking. And this stage of negotiations is no longer about numbers. It's about who blinks first. At the end of the day, this deal will not be decided through press releases. It'll be decided in a closed-door meeting with handshakes and last-minute compromises. We're not there yet, but we're closer than people think. This is a chess match now, and both sides are daring the other to move first.